Hey guys, welcome to The Editing Bard, the channel that brings you writing tips that make sense. Today we're going to be doing a little book review about one of my favorite series, the Song of Albion. Are you ready? Let's go. Alright guys, this is seriously one of my favorite all-time trilogies in the history of ever. It follows a guy named Lewis, and he is basically sucked in to medieval Albion with the Isle of Might. This guy thrown into ancient Celtic times and basically has no idea what he's doing. That is in the Paradise War. Basically go from kind of dreary England. You got a guy and his friend who go up to Scotland to visit this cairn, which is like a burial mound, and all sorts of madness ensues from that point on. And I can't begin to tell you just how rich this book is with Celtic culture and a little bit of Celtic language. It is absolutely fantastic, and it's all written in first person past tense. This one is absolutely great. If you love Celtic mythology, Celtic lore, Celtic history, basically anything that involves Celts, you'll want to pick up this book. Next up on the list is The Silver Hand. Now, for those of you who know me, I basically have gone by The Silver Hand since I was 19. Yeah, pretty much. So for over a decade, I have used it, and it was from this book. This is like the epitome of, like, the hero can't get much lower than this, then it does. Like, it gets real bad for him, and he goes through, you know, your typical hero's journey, but the difference between this book and the first book is written from Lewis's perspective. This one is actually written from the perspective of who becomes his best friend. And it is absolutely fascinating to see how richly done this is from the character's perspective. I'm not going to tell you why, because it would be a spoiler, but let's just say first-hand accounts of everything would make it very, very, very difficult. If you want a good read, like, seriously, get this series. Lastly, this is the final book in the trilogy, and it is The Endless Knot. This is basically where all of the bad stuff that's kind of happened gets worse. Like, it just bad all over the place. Bad. Admittedly, there are some slow parts. Once you kind of get halfway through the book, it starts slowing down a little bit. We go from, like, the hero's journey to this epic quest, and everything is on the line. They have to travel to an ancient land that is basically cursed, and there's just all sorts of badness going on there. But the way that Stephen R. Lawhead, who is the author of this trilogy, works his way through it, just so masterful. There's so much character dynamics, consequences for Lou's actions, because he basically just does stupid constantly. Yeah, I cannot recommend this book enough. If you follow me on Twitter or YouTube, you probably saw me post about it last month. And I wanted to do a video that actually, I hope, does this trilogy justice, because this trilogy is what has inspired a lot of my writing, a lot of my fantasy stories that I've been working on. This is what inspired many of those. Besides Tolkien, this guy is like my go-to guy. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you go down, you hit the subscribe button, hit that bell, smash the like button, and let me know that, like, hey, we like knowing what kind of books you read, what we need to buy, because if we're all honest, you can never have enough books. Am I right? Of course I'm right. You can't have enough books. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Take care.